What's up?
I'm like, I'm gonna turn it on. Then
We're so fucking out of practice, mostly because of my fault. I'm gonna take the blame for that.
As you should.
Yes, it's because I have a life.
So do we, but we still make time for our obligations.
Yeah, part of my obligations also have
sexual.
to. Fuck.
All right, well, the conversation is over.
Yep, This is round one fight. Your host Harlan Swift Main.
I hate you so much.
I didn't add 64. Swift
That
Main
does,
64.
Hey, that's on you.
Our other host Ty.
You want to know something dumb I learned?
What?
I have the Garuk axe back there.
Yes,
You know
I
how
put
much
it
that's
there.
worth new?
How much is it worth new?
$1,500.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's talking about a foam.
Nerf Garuk axe.
Yeah, that was obtained at the pre-release for it, 2014.
No, that was 14, but no, 15. But
was it M15?
Yeah, it was M15, but because of the way it worked, that released it in 2014. But
you're right.
But no, it wasn't the pre-release. That was the.
Also, quick ad. Our third host is Michael. We kind of just forgot about
Nah,
him.
he doesn't need an introduction.
I don't need
he
an
doesn't
introduction.
So that was the Comic-Con thing. I think it wasn't a pre-release. That was it. You got that at Comic-Con.
Okay.
I wasn't at Comic-Con. I just bought it off the internet.
That's fair. Still, $1,500 for a fucking
Yeah, that I spent like $50 on.
One of the better Nerf weapon things to exist.
It's Nerf or nothing.
Have you seen Nerf nowadays? They're
No.
going back to pull.
Yeah.
They're going back to the fucking pull plunger at the bottom for half the guns, even if they're the bigger ones.
But it's dumb.
It works.
It is dumb. The only thing they put actual effort into are the Fortnite stuff, and if you're spending over $60 for one.
Why are you looking at Nerf?
Why are you looking at Fortnite?
Because I was looking for gifts for my my nephew, and I was just gonna get him a simple little Nerf gun, and even the fucking small tiny
have
one.
This. It brought me much joy when I shot my friends in the balls during our Magic draft.
Are you talking about the one I modded?
Yes.
I modded that for Nazi zombies at the college. For those who don't know, there was a...
I don't know.
Okay, so a while ago, pre-pandemic and before gun laws were... Or I say gun laws, but gun...
Nerf law.
Anything gun-related at a college raised, like, immediate red flags to expulsion. Sorry, Michael's pulling out his little minis he got that they didn't clip off the supports because he bought them third party, and it's really funny. But anyway,
he's been telling me about these for 2 weeks.
Why does this one have white on it?
Deal with it.
Get
There was
cummed
white
on.
in the resin.
Get cummed on.
But there was a game. My friend told me how it's called. It's nicknamed Nazi Zombies, and essentially you have two teams that a bunch of friends at the college would separate into. You had survivors and zombies, and you usually had like 5 zombies to start. And I think they had bandanas that they would wear to signify who was what. And you just play it throughout the college day, or you just play it through the week, one of the two. And if you shot a zombie with a Nerf gun, no matter where, they had to go back and be on a time limit before they could tag you again. And it was fun. It was fun. Just a fun thing you'd fucking do at college. And now you can't do that anymore.
I'm surprised they let you do that to begin with.
They did it for like the first year, and then some major gun scares happened and went, nah. It's pretty much all that happened.
There's like rappers and shit in here.
I think then they moved to a park for it. Pretty much where you do LARP and shit, but that didn't pan out pretty well. It's not as fun.
I could imagine.
Why is this one clipped off?
I don't know, asshole.
This is amazing. Just to see, you got someone who pretty much just went, I'll try and clip it up. Nah, I'm fucking lazy. And just send you the rest of the supports unclipped. Have fun undoing all this sport.
Fuck.
It's so ridiculous. What were these models supposed to be? Like, not
They're
army base. No, not I know they're Tyranids because he's the Tyranid player. What were the unit names?
Tyranid A, Tyranid B, Tyranid 3.
What were they supposed to
Tyranid
be?
D, Tyranid Beta,
Tyranid Alpha?
Tyranid with an exclamation point.
Tyranid. My favorite Tyranids.
I love my Tyranids.
Alien from Alien.
Wasn't that a Xenomorph?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon. Guy from Tremors.
This is just an autistic thing. Now you're just talking about the fucking graboids. Don't even.
No, the guy from Tremors. Who was the main dude?
Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, him.
I don't remember. I think just remember it's Kevin Bacon. I think it's Walter and Kevin Bacon.
I don't know. I've never seen them.
I have. I like the.
What are you looking at? Tremors movies? Yeah, we were talking about them the other day.
No,
I haven't seen the newest one though. Ass Blaster Island.
Yeah, we didn't see that one. We were talking about.
Go buy them.
You should have just bought the model from Warhammer.
No, because it would have taken fucking 4 months.
No, because they don't have it in the United States to begin
That's your own fault. Stop complaining about not having the unit and just play your army, damn it. Look at me, I'm doing just fine.
Or just proxy it. Depending on what it is, you could just buy a third party and still proxy.
Paper.
Proxy.
Yeah, and how well is that going for you?
Yeah.
Even the model I bought to make my custom Necron Pharaon didn't come with support studs.
I have 2 other units downstairs that came from...
Mine are on runners, but they aren't on support studs. I still need to build that model after I'm done painting yours. God, fuck me. Do you know how long it took to paint the one side of that flag for your horse lords?
No.
That alone takes an hour. And I had to do the other side, so I'm finally done with that being the hardest point on that fucking model.
Cry about it.
I am.
I can tell.
My arthritis are fucking kicking in.
Cry about it.
Anyway, we're pretty much just doing another catch-up episode of our lives.
We're talking about shit.
Ty.
I'm going.
Ty has 2 stories about his papa.
I'm going. Ready?
Yes.
What do you want? The one from Thanksgiving first, or the one
chronological?
Okay, so the one before that. So, you've seen Ghostbusters, right?
Which one?
The first one?
Like the first one, or
yeah.
the female?
Dan Aykroyd.
Yes, I've
Bill
seen
Murray.
the first one.
Good, wonderful. So, Michael already knows what
Are you talking about Ghostbusters Ice Age that's coming out?
No.
Okay.
What?
It's Ghostbusters Ice Age, like fucking New York freezes over or some shit. It's using the new...
Okay, that's what you meant. I thought you actually meant like they're doing a crossover with like Ice Age the movie and Ghostbusters.
No, their studio shut down.
Good.
Their studio shut down, and on their last thing they put out was like a 5-minute short called Scrat Gets His Nut, where he finally gets his nut.
I remember that. He just eats it, doesn't he?
Yeah, I was so happy.
He gets nut.
Dude, I always felt bad for the squirrel. He tried so hard.
Anyway, Ghostbusters 1.
So, you know the ending where the girl gets taken by the god?
Yeah.
Gozer?
Yes, Gozer.
Wonderful. So, I went up to my parents, right?
I am the key master.
And I was gonna do. we were gonna get dinner, and we were talking about getting like Japanese food.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I'm gonna order a thing of gyoza because I like gyoza. And my dad was like, "Oh, are you gonna get the thing you like? Gizu? No. Ginzu? No. What's it called? Gyoza. Oh, like Ghostbusters? No. What? Yeah, like the villain of Ghostbusters. What's that thing?
Your dad...
Gozer?
Your dad has the weirdest name associations. The only one that makes kind of sense that I've heard is his association with me and the Colonel Sanders. Because his first name's Harlan, too.
Harlan, it's not right. His has a D on the end.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's close.
Mine is said the same. And Harlan is derived from Harland.
Yeah, it's close. So, the best part about it, though, it gets better. So I go, Gozer, that's it. That was the god from somewhere. I'm like, yeah, I think they said Mesopotamian in the movie.
Yes, Mesopotamia.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, that's real. And I'm like, I don't think Gozer is real, Dad. I think Gozer was made for the movie. Look that up. I think Gozer is real. Okay. So I start to look, I pull up my phone and I'm typing to look up is Gozer real, right? And midway through typing, he then it is just dead. Me, him, and my mother are sitting in the room, and he just goes, "At least I know the Stay Puff Marshmallow Man isn't real."
Is that what you laughed at, or did you get hit by something?
I got something right in the eye because I'm trying to break off these supports.
He got hit in the eye with his support.
Get like little snippers or something.
No!
He
got
hit in the eye with his support studs, and your dad is
At least I know the Stay Puff Marshmallow Man
isn't real.
That reminds me of something about...
He said it with such confidence, too.
Your mother must have been proud.
My mother had to stop and go... Like, she stopped, like, completely and looked at me, and I stopped typing on my phone to look at her, and she just goes, "No, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is real." And he's like, "I thought it was made for the movie." She's like, "No, it's a brand of marshmallows. It's the mascot. She buys them in the movie."
That's great. Just you're imagining your dad with the most defeated expression. "Well, at least I know the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man isn't real."
Does he check under his bed for the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
No, he checks on there for Gozer. And he's waiting for some woman to come up and ask him, "Are you the Keymaster?"
So the other story is much shorter, but it's also pretty good.
All right.
And then I was figuring we might just be able to spin off from one of these stories.
So I'm fine.
So
what, from him, or your fucking support studs?
From him, just hearing him go, "Son of a bitch." So
no, let's ask you what that son of a bitch was for.
Oh yeah,
these studs.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
so
fuck this.
Was it
Just
worth
get
it?
fucking snippers.
Was it worth it? So the
Honestly,
it could be worse.
They were only $40, so
$40 for all this, that's not bad. Dealing with that's the least
it's
of it.
worth it for me to watch this.
Yeah,
This is great.
it pays in entertainment. Anyway, continue.
So so the other one happened at Thanksgiving. 'Cause
Yes.
we're just past Thanksgiving. So, my dad likes trivia, and
no, I can already tell where this is
yeah.
going.
So I give him the question: what's the top 5 most populated cities in the world? Second one, Japan. Yeah, and then my mother gets so mad. She goes, "Japan's not a city. Japan's a country. It's a city in Japan. One of them is a city in Japan." And then he's like, "Is it Beijing in China?" And I'm like, "It's not Beijing. It's one in China." I said Beijing. It's not Beijing.
There's multiple cities.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Well, is it Beijing?" And I'm like, "No, there's other cities in China than Beijing." And then he's like, "Hong Kong. Wait, no, that's Japan." And I'm like, "No, it's not, but it's also not right." And then just trying to slowly hint at him that the answer is Shanghai, by the way. The top most populated city in China is Shanghai.
Did you at least use the movie?
Yeah, I tried. It didn't work.
My hope is that he
How
would have
did
gotten
that
that
work?
sooner with that.
I don't know,
one.
because he's seen it, and I'm like, "Dad, there's a movie with the name in the title." I don't know foreign movies. It's American. I don't know.
Some guy spent a few nights in the city.
I was like, no, I just went, "It's got Owen Wilson." I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. It's Shanghai. Like Shanghai Nights. I've seen that. Yeah, I know.
I've seen that.
I knew that was going to be his response. Either that or, "Oh, I like that movie."
Well, you know, a better one too. And
Oh.
I forget. I gave him a different trivia question, and I forget what the. Oh, it was top 10. Something about movies, and one of the answers was Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I was like, "It's a fan," and he like couldn't get it, and I'm like, "It's a fantasy movie." And I forget what he said, but he named like some movie. I'm like, "Yeah, that's a fantasy movie," but like, you just picked like a basic like movie though. Like it was something like almost like a James Bond, and I'm like, yeah, sure, it's fantasy, but like I'm like no, and my mother's like no, like real fantasy. I'm like there's knights and magic and wizards and swords. Harry Potter. No, Dad, it's not Harry Potter. And then he just like stopped answering for a bit while other people attempted to get the question, and eventually I'm like, it's Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I knew that, but I don't like it, so I didn't want to state it. And I'm like, and then later after that to my mother, I'm like, he likes Lord of the Rings, doesn't he? He's like seen those like plenty of times. She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he likes those. And then immediately as it happened though, she was like, that doesn't matter. The answer is Lord of the Rings.
Oh, fuck. That's such a stubborn mule.
I know it's like...
That's a response that my wife would yell at me about.
Even yesterday, she was still laughing about Japan as the answer.
It's pretty good. I can understand brain farting on a question.
Oh, yeah, of course. But the fact that the Japan one was great, because it's like, name a city, Japan.
Shanghai.
I'm trying to think of the one where all the nerds hang out in Japan. That would have been my guess, if I can remember the fucking name of it.
Well, the answer is Tokyo.
Well, no, it's not Tokyo.
No, yeah, I figured you weren't trying to think of Tokyo.
No, it's you go there often enough in the Cyber Sleuth game.
Oh, there's a bunch. There's Osaka. Are you trying for Osaka?
I think it's Osaka.
Or are you Akihabara?
Akihabara.
Yes, it's Akihabara. That's what it is. Because I just remember going there, and that's where all the fucking nerd and anime memorabilia, not animabilia.
Memorabilia.
Yeah, animabilia. I can't English.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'll
just do that at some random points from D-Pod Marathon.
Yeah, no, he's using my favorite character.
Zenbei.
Yeah, it's such a bae.
You know what's weird? And I don't believe this is true.
What?
If you look at... I'm just going to go ahead and guess that the most popular character from that game is Darwin.
I'd guess.
And the reason why is if you look at the trophies, there's 4 trophies for beating each character's story. The main 4, Jarwin, Zenbei, Snuguru, Maestro, and Nishibori. And Darwin has the highest, like, completion rate. So I'm like, that means it's like 12%. It's not a lot. But I'm like, that means the majority of people that have played this, or 12% of the people that have played this have beaten Jay Darwin's story. And like the next highest was 9%, which I think was Nishibori.
Just beat them all.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
No, I mean, the first thing they're picking when they pick the game is like, well, I don't want to pick Old Man. Dog Man's kind of weird. Lady in Lobster Suit.
No,
why
he's
not?
talking about like...
Oh, it's Guy in Lobster Suit?
Nishibori's the one I played. That's the girl in the narwhal outfit.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, Darwin's the guy in the lobster.
She is not a unicorn.
I don't know. I ignore everything that isn't Zenbei.
Yeah, I just because I'm thinking about it, right? Well,
Zenbei probably is the funniest story in my opinion.
There's a bit of it would just be the fact that Darwin's the first on the selection screen. But like
that's probably all it is.
My other thought is I'm like, that means like people are like picking Darwin out of the 4 because you select the 4 of them. Because there's the only 4 you can't play as the other characters.
Yeah. They're probably just mashing through and playing
I don't even remember all the rest of the characters. I'm getting it slowly. Felix, Arizona. KG Park, I think, is the guy with the rabbit ears, right? Something Park.
All I remember... Yeah, Handsome
Hazuki is the boss.
Yeah, that's all I care about. It's Handsome Hazuki and Zenbei.
I think it's Hideko is the other chick with the like visor.
I honestly
don't remember her name. And then Weddy Jones.
I was thinking Weddy Jones had to be part of it.
Yeah, you unlock her by getting all of the pages. She's
gotcha.
The secret character. The other 4 you could buy in the store for various amounts.
Okay.
9 total.
I still love the one page.
Which one?
The one where we were like, shit, missed it. And then like you just saw my character lunge.
That was great. Yeah, it was. It's on the earthquake level, and it's right at the part where it drops, and then you slide down the big like ramp into the sushi place.
Yeah.
So what it is before it, you have to trigger it and then not fall onto it because you have to back up because it like rips down a bit and there's a pipe that it's exposed. It's on the pipe, and so both times. I was like, shit, we were trying to get all the pages. I was like, shit, I'll go for it. And I jumped and missed, and I'm falling to my death. And then he just goes, no, I got it. And then he ran, and then he fucking comes in from out of nowhere. He was off the screen because how weirdly that game tracks shit. It wanted to track me falling. And I just see him hit the page.
For how awkward that game is, it's still amazing just to play with friends.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, it's awesome.
I wish they put out the sequel and... The sequel.
I wish they gave us the
in America
arcade exclusive characters.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The sequel, because they made a sequel, and I think it had 2 new tracks, and there's 2 new characters. It was a hyper buff dude with a pigeon head.
Oh, I remember that you did show me this.
And then a real life virtual anime girl who left her computer to compete in Nippon Marathon.
Nice. I probably would have gone with buff pigeon head.
She looks like a Sailor Moon ripoff.
Sounds about right.
I'm gonna pull that up. I don't remember their names.
Every time I listen to anything from Nippon Marathon, its soundtrack reminds me of Fooly Cooly.
It's a good soundtrack.
Where the soundtrack is just better than the game. The soundtrack is debatably better than the series. You got it, bucko.
I'm getting there.
Where, I don't know. Fooly Cooly is still one of those things where if I don't know what's happening, I just listen to the soundtrack and have a good time.
One?
Which one?
Fooly Cooly.
Well, no, like which one? Is it after Progressive or is it like brand new?
No, yeah, brand new, technically. Here, so
isn't it with just some new chick?
Yeah, I think the pink-haired chick is still in it.
She's in it, but
the main guy
the main character is different.
So they updated the character models.
I'm kind of scared by that.
Did we ever figure out who Joe was?
No,
we should.
There's Birdman, and this is the anime chick.
Where's my Zenbei?
Right here. Yeah, Nippon Marathon Hyper Running. It was only in Japan and only in arcades. They don't even have like a home port in Japan, I believe.
It's beautiful. Anyway, do we want to talk about some actual news?
I don't know. We can. I'm just rolling on shit.
That's fair.
I'm just undoing these supports, man.
My only other thing is if we want to talk about ourselves, where I could talk about the time I elbowed some chick at the Black Friday sale because I forgot it was Black Friday when I went shopping for food.
What?
I didn't tell this to you? I know
No.
I've mentioned it to you.
Maybe, but I do not remember it.
I don't remember. I've never heard this.
So, it was at my old house, where I was still living with my parents, but I would go buy my own food randomly because half the food that my parents bought.
Oh shit! They did have a PlayStation 4 version, but I don't think it came out in America.
Was either food I didn't eat because it was just bad in my opinion, or I wanted something specific. So randomly, I would just go to Walmart to get something through the bus, and I forgot it was Black Friday.
Why is it called Black Friday? Like, actually, why? I don't know.
I honestly have no idea.
I have no clue.
But what I do remember...
Look it up. Teach us something.
You teach us something.
Sure, Han. I'm looking to see if Nippon Marathon 2 ever got a North American release.
But back to Black Friday sale, I noticed like, oh fuck, it's Black Friday.
It did not.
Because the store was just packed. I'm just going to go in quick and grab what I need because I'm only here for like a few snacks and other shit.
Wait a minute.
So I'm just going through...
Good news, we're still going on the levels. Also, I just realized I forgot to start a timer.
Good job.
So, well, this thing here tells me we've been going for 24 minutes, so...
There we go. But I go into the grocery section just to get... I think I was after, like, Hanover pretzels and... just something to drink. Probably a few energy drinks, because this was when I was still working at Sheetz, and I just didn't want to...
Go to Sheetz.
Yeah. I think I was avoiding work. I think that's what it was doing. They called me and tried to get me in because someone called in sick and I faked being sick. So I couldn't go into Sheetz to get the food.
Actually, I have something newsworthy that I wanted to mention to you too. But go ahead.
I'm not much
No,
longer.
finish.
So.
Yeah, finish that.
So I go to reach for something, and I'm near some cart. I'm not paying attention just because of how I operate. I focus on what I'm after and ignore everything else. And out of nowhere, I see, just in my peripheral, a fish go for my side of my face. And I just look to the side after recoiling because I wasn't ready for it. And I just see this old lady, and the next word she says to me, "Don't touch my fucking TV." I just said, "Bitch, I'm not after your TV." Uh-huh. And then she tries to, front up on me. And so I shove her on her ass. And I hope I broke her hip.
Yeah, baby, break that hip.
Because it was the most uncalled for shit ever.
No.
This was back when Black Friday was still throwing fists for toys.
Sales.
Nippon Marathon 2 didn't even get a Steam release.
No.
What the...
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. So it said it came out in Japan arcades.
That's pretty much it.
As well as Japanese Switch and PlayStation.
I had some old lady punch me, and I shoved her on her ass and walked away.
Oh, I'm dumb. I have a Japanese account on my PlayStation.
The only reason why I had a mark on my face was because of her ring.
Why haven't you bought it yet?
I never thought it came out in Japan. I thought it came out for only arcades. I didn't realize I got a home port. So now I'm on the Nippon Marathon 2. It has a Japanese port on the PlayStation. So, but I have a Japanese PlayStation account.
Yes. You and I have foreign accounts.
I have Singapore also.
I just have Japan, I think.
Shit,
there's nothing from Singapore.
What's the name in Japan? Because it's not Nippon Marathon, which makes sense.
Google it. El Googleizer, reader of funerals.
I will also check on why it's called Black Friday. Why is it called Black Friday? Early 17th century.
Good. You know they're good bobbles, and they're going to be crisp enough to paint.
Early 17th century as school slang in the sense Friday on which an exam is held. The shopping sense dates back to 1960 and is originally used with reference to congression created by shoppers in what was later explained as a day with retailers' account went from being in the red to in the black. Business terminology, got it.
Don't know exactly what that means, but sure.
When you're in a business, if you say you're in the red, you're losing money.
Yes, but what does it mean to be in the black? Just
you're
dead?
making money.
Oh, okay. I didn't know black was making money.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. So yeah, it's just them saying they're making money now.
I've even heard just in the green. I have not heard
another
in the black ever.
more or less term for in the black.
Yeah.
I believe it derived from poker colors.
That makes sense now. Yeah, okay, I see that. I was going to say, nowadays, depending where you live in the U.S., it's something else.
Didn't you say that exact same thing the last episode?
Probably.
Why do we keep talking about this?
About what?
About just and whatever you're in something, whatever black, and then you goes in today's America, it might mean something else.
Because today's America is either racist or reverse racist.
No, I got it.
You see who you hang out with.
Yeah, so you're the racist group. If I want to hang out with reverse race people, I'll just...
You can't claim that. I'm little brown boy.
Yeah, you're little brown boy. I have one bit of brown in my family history, and I put it exactly where I want it.
I'm 1%.
Yeah, just one weird band on my dick.
No, I can't.
Just didn't tan right.
I can't find this thing on any.
No, okay. So this is a white person problem. We don't have people that listen to this
you
podcast
could make
anyway.
A character in Nippon Marathon 2!
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
I really wish this game came out in America. I'm going to email them.
Please send it to America. They may listen. They may have a soul.
They might already be trying to.
I mean, Final Fantasy, back in the day, I know for one person in particular, I'm not going to dox them, they were a kid, but they really wanted a Final Fantasy keychain that was coming out, a special deal. And so, because they were a kid and he only had a few pounds, he sent a letter, he's like, please, I really want this Cloud Strife keychain. And they just sent him one with his money back. Like, just as a company.
That's a good company.
Yeah, it's a good company. What were we talking about before that?
I had something to say, so I'll do that.
I think we were just talking about racism and reverse racism. Oh,
I am actually emailing them.
I was talking about my dick. We don't have enough people that listen to us anyway. But I have that white problem where all the skin bunches up in a weird way, so it's just one big black area.
I don't think that's a white issue. I think
And
that's
it's
a
just a
weight
me
issue.
Oh. I'm not that fat.
I know.
I'm just a grower, not a shower, so a lot of skin just hangs. I'm like a shrinky dink that just didn't work out. Just barely there, or you're just having fun scraping plastic?
It's barely holding on.
Me, I see.
Because he has these supports in the middle of it.
You know what would help this? Probably a pair of snippers.
No, I'm already this far.
Are the models at least sturdy enough to where you could fuck around like this and not be afraid of hurting it?
I'm still afraid of hurting it, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually pretty decent. That's enough to where I wouldn't be afraid of breaking it unless it was a thinner point. This tail, though, have you played not Resident Evil, Doom Eternal?
Yes.
Do you remember the Pinkies? They were the big fat fuckers that would charge at you.
Oh.
This has like the same body of a Pinky. It has the fat body, nice holes for big thick legs that could just run at you. Fucking love Doom Eternal. That's just a great game. That if you just want to hate the world and just take out your anger on something, just play that. You don't even need to look at the story.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter's a good one. I feel like I require a bit. That's a good distraction.
God, what is more taking out your anger? Going to hell and killing demons, or going to some random forest and killing some creature trying to live its life?
It depends how angry I am. If I'm angry at something just in life and I want to take my mind off of it, I'll play Monster Hunter. If I want to take out anger because I had a shit day at work and I drove home and was experiencing assholes up my ass, I'm just gonna fucking put on Doom Eternal and listen to their fucking soundtrack. That soundtrack makes that game even better. Or if I just want to distract myself, I play Lollipop Chainsaw. That's a good game.
Yes, I did. I am actually emailing them.
I figured you were. We are experiencing Ty.
I really want Nippon Marathon too.
He's emailing live on the podcast.
I've emailed the creators.
He emailed the creators for Nippon Marathon to be
I
delivered.
asked them if it was going to get an English release, and if not, if it has a Japanese PlayStation release, and I'd be willing to get a Japanese PlayStation for this.
It's beautiful. Do you have actual news for us?
Yes,
you said you had some.
I have two actually.
That was important. My only one is that I'm happy Baldur's Gate won Game of the Year.
How much do you know about VTubers?
I know a little bit. I usually keep my head out of that scene, but it still appears just because of...
Do you know, like, the big company that a lot of them work for?
No, I had no idea they worked for one.
I don't remember the name of the company.
All I remember said, if I were to do live streaming and I wanted my face to be out there, it would be in VTuber form, because I don't like being stopped in public.
It was HoloLive. I don't know how I couldn't think of that. HoloLive. It's not that hard to think of.
It's more than I know. I know it in brush, like on the outskirts of an atomic explosion.
So, one, there's a fan-made fighting game for it that's actually fairly well done.
Okay. I'm excited to hear that.
It's free on Steam. 2, HoloLive went ahead and issued, and people are making a lot of fan games right now.
Yeah.
They went ahead and issued a statement to the people making their fan games, and the statement basically said, you guys can charge money for this, we don't give a shit, we're not going to stop you. And they basically said, here, free reign, have at it.
Okay.
That's it, that was the news.
It's something. It's a pretty cool company.
Other news, Killer Instinct 2013 is getting a re-release.
Nice.
Killer Instinct Gold, I think is what they called it. Did you just break that?
Nope.
Okay.
He broke it off the support finally.
Yeah, I thought he broke something he wasn't supposed to break.
That'd be funny. Because I would have seen you laugh.
I would, yeah. So
You would have also.
Yeah,
a
that's
little
also
bit,
true.
but I would have felt bad because it's still $40 in whatever time you had to wait to get these models.
That game's called Idle Showdown, by the way.
I'll try it out.
They keep updating it. They just added a new character.
I also found out how easy it is to do streams.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Jones is streaming.
Oh, nice.
We could theoretically do a stream if we all had the
could.
time and patience to sit down and deal with Twitch.
We could try some at some point.
Yeah.
That's Twitch. We could stream Nippon.
We could. We could stream Nippon. And we could do it away from each other. Like, we just have one person recording and we all just fucking...
Yeah, but, like, it'd be cooler if we got together and did it in our shitty basement.
You're right. It would.
Or my parents' basement.
Your parents'
Also
basement.
true.
We keep joking about this, that we're going to just hold
go
some
back to
random
your parents'
events at my
basement?
parents' basement.
Why not? It had the room and your dad would get pissed. It's a win-win.
It is a win-win.
Because if we get it on camera, it's even better.
Did you see...
Oh, I got some news.
Did you see the Nintendo news?
No, I didn't see Nintendo news. What's
They
up
hate
with
their
Nintendo?
fans again.
Oh, awesome. Like Doja Cat. Did you not hear that Doja Cat, like, partially hates her fans? Allegedly. I'm going to say that.
I heard some stuff's up with some female streamers, but to even sit here and remember who they were, I wouldn't have no
I
idea.
didn't hear about the female streamers. I heard not the most recent, but it's kind of funny, and I kind of dislike Doja Cat for this reason. A lot of her fans, the fans just call themselves whatever, like they'll come together.
Yeah,
I think they were calling themselves kittens or something like that. And
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, and she went on and said, if any of you call yourselves a kitten and like me and you're one of my fans, you're not a real fan. Fuck off, pretty much. I believe that's paraphrasing, but she said something to that effect. Then she released a song. This is all stuff my wife told me, because she's more of a fan and she was kind of sickened by it too.
I didn't even realize I was a singer until you just said that.
I think it's Paint the Town Red is the song. Because it's, bitch, I said what I said, I'd rather be famous instead, something. I don't know. But she pretty much said, fuck you guys if you call yourselves kittens, hate you.
I'll call myself
Or
whatever
you're
I
crazy.
want.
Yeah, the fans can call themselves whatever the fuck they want. If our fans got together and called themselves Chelsea, I would frown a little bit, but we don't have enough fans to want to call themselves Chelsea's.
No, not that one. We're gonna get arrested.
You will. I don't live here. I'm unassociated.
Dog, you're the one that said it.
You're the one.
I did not come up with the joke.
No, but you're the one that perpetuated it on this podcast.
Because it's
You're the
funny.
one who started it and then compared yourself to John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Lazy.
No, you called yourself John Wayne Gacy in the same sense. Because we were like, no, don't do that.
I made a minor pause that can be taken.
No, the
out
sentence was, people say I'm like Jeffrey Dahmer, but I think I'm more John Wayne Gacy, or it was the reverse.
No, it was not to that effect.
It's on the podcast. I actually had someone...
No,
I actually had someone I know that listened to it was like, why did Harlan say this exact? And I was like, don't ask questions.
Because I listened to it back, I said something to the effect of, I'm closer to John Wayne Gacy than I am Jeffrey Dahmer.
There it is.
And then I made a pause, like a small enough pause that where if you wanted to...
I should go back and clip that.
Yeah, if you wanted to clip that, you could, because you started talking and I, it's a second, but it's enough.
Yeah.
Where I started saying, in appearance at least.
I don't know. I don't think that saves it.
No, it barely does because of how I phrased it. That's one of those moments where the internet will remember. But I'm not famous enough, so who gives a shit?
That's true. If we ever do become famous enough, that'll be on. That'll
be a shirt.
They'll dig that.
That'll
up.
be a t-shirt.
That'll be a t-shirt.
They'll dig that up.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, why can't I find it? I'm trying to find.
I feel like that's gonna be more. That's gonna be a joke because I don't know how to talk until I'm caught for doing something terrible. And I was like, well, he said this. Freudian slip.
Until the FBI goes.
Yeah, until the FBI raises
Who's
a finger.
Chelsea?
Who's Chelsea?
We were joking about this. Cops are going to show up, and we're just going to tell them right where you are, and be like, there's a...
Not again. I already had that happen to me once.
No, actually, there's an Amber Alert for a girl named Chelsea. Harlan's in the kitchen.
I swear to fuck. I already got pinned for one crime I didn't do.
Well, it only worked if you were in the house when they came. Because if you're not in the house, then we can't do it.
Then we just have to send them to your house.
The joke was we'd be like, he's in the kitchen. Come inside.
So I'm safe for 4 hours every couple months.
More or less. Oh, damn, I can't find the Nintendo.
Or I'm safe except those 4 hours every couple months, I should say.
Yes.
No, because we could send them to your house.
Don't. I already had that happen. You know what? I'm not afraid to say this shit. I don't remember if I told this story.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So, the reason why I'm so fucking against this shit, my sister's boyfriend, like a few years back, I was still living with Ty, and I think at the time my wife was going in for a surgery. So I had to sit home sit at her house and watch the dogs while her and her mother were in the hospital. Her mother was just watching her. Because this was during, not during COVID, but a little after. I think it was a little after the first vaccines happened. I get a call randomly as I'm just sitting down. I was getting ready to... I remember it exactly. Because I just finished setting up a PlayStation to the living room TV. I pulled the chair up enough to where I could just lounge and play video games on the big TV. And then, not even 30 minutes in, I get a call from the authorities. Say, hey, where are you? Like, what are you talking about? Are you Harlan? Yeah, I'm Harlan. Where are you at? I'm out of my home. I'm up in Drums. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Okay, what's up? Do you know anything about the ATV? Fess up. What are you talking about? And I'm just so in shock, I forgot what the fuck ATV stands for. So, like...
That's my favorite part of the story. I just distinctly remember that you're at this part.
I asked it, like... He's like, come on, tell us about the ATV. What ATV? You know the one. Don't lie to us. I don't even know what an ATV is at the moment because I'm in shock. What's happening? All-terrain vehicle. Like, no, I honestly don't know what you're talking about. What's happening? And it went like a back and forth a little bit while he's still trying to interrogate me. And to where he actually says, like, you were reported stealing a ATV from this address, blah, 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 from this owner.
It was one of our high school teachers.
Yeah, it was one that I helped take care of because she has cancer. And I helped take care of her horses. I'm like, no, I know nothing about this. I've actually never been to her address. Like, what's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, because I'm in shock. I'm like, what the fuck? We'd like to take you down to the police station. I'm like, where are you at? I'm up in Drums. Where's that? Near Hazleton, I think? We're going to come up and get you. I'm like, I'd prefer not. Am I under arrest? No. Then I would prefer not to go. I can answer any questions. Like, I honestly don't know what's happening. It then goes to, I find out that someone close to me reported that's all the information they were going to give me. And I said, no, I was working during the times of this thing. I had an all-nighter planned because I was going to be up here like later in the week, so I was putting in my hours. Like, can you have anything that confirms that? Yeah, my work. Do they have any proof? They have cameras. So,
they have cameras and a time clock.
Yeah, have a nice day. We'll call you back. Stay there. I don't plan to go anywhere. Now hang up.
Stay there. Stay where you are. Yeah. We're not sure where that is, but wait for us.
They pretty much
don't move from the spot that we don't know you're in.
They were being overly aggressive because the police around the fucking area that they were dealing with go off the very first assumption, and they're the type of police officers that give others a bad name and pursue that one lead until they know for a fact it's dead, and even then they'll try to do something to still try and frame you to make their job easier or to make them look good. And it pretty much come into, no, I don't even have my license. How would I get there? And 2, I don't know where the address that was stolen is. 2, I've never been to the property. Or 3, I've never been to the property. And 4, I was working during those hours. There's no possible way I could have even possibly done it. And then more back and forth later, I found out who reported me, which I'm pretty sure that's not legal. I don't think it's legal. Turns out my sister's ex-boyfriend reported me because he saw me earlier that day, or shortly after the event. He reported me as I was working. I saw him like, "Hey, what's up?" And I just talked with him a little bit and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go back to work now."
Okay.
And
I finally got what I wanted.
All right, I'm gonna almost finish up with this story.
Yeah, go ahead.
It then goes back and forth. This police officer calls me throughout the day. It went to... This was the other kicker part that I know you liked. Is Justin there? No, I don't... Are you protecting him? No. I'm pretty sure he's in Florida. I had no reason to protect him. Can he come down? He's in Florida. No, he can't come down. Can you give me his number? I can give you the last number I have of him. I've talked to him since. You better not be lying. This guy, I fucking hate the police around me just for this guy alone. And I understand they have a job to do, but it's obvious. It felt like, what's that court case where a couple kids got murdered and they just blamed the goth kids in town and every person in town was against them?
The Salem witch trials?
No,
what the fuck?
No, it's somewhere. I forget where. It's a very famous trial.
The Slenderman trials?
No, not the Slenderman trials. No, a few young kids got murdered, and they just sent a bunch of teenagers that were the awkward-looking guys. Like, they were goth.
Here, it's these weird assholes.
Yeah.
Take them.
Some kid who self-proclaimed himself as a witch owned...
It was the Salem witch trials!
Owned something, I don't remember. He owned some book that he likes heavy metal music, and he owns this book.
When you play it backwards, you hear "Hail Satan."
Pretty much. That's how the trial...
This is the devil!
That's how the trial went. They went to this guy, obviously did it, and went from there, and there was no proof against it. It was a whole trial just against this guy. And the only way this kid, because double jeopardy was the thing, he couldn't be tried for the same thing and be proven innocent, or some shit like that. There was some legal battle. He pretty much filed a thing as, I recognize that I was tried for this trial, but I am innocent. And it's some stupid, weird legal thing that happened, and eventually got out after serving so much time in prison.
You know what's really dumb?
Where did you hear this?
I don't know, but moving on. You know what's
True
really
crime.
Dumb? You know what's really dumb?
Oh yeah, story.
Hang on. I'm going off on a rant now.
Okay.
You ever see the movie Double Jeopardy?
Yes.
With Tommy Lee Jones?
Yes.
I hate that movie.
That's
Not
fair.
because it's bad, because the plot is wrong. So to anyone
I'm
that
gonna
doesn't
see if I could find that trial.
To anyone that doesn't know what the plot of Double Jeopardy is Double Jeopardy is this girl is convicted of murdering her husband and serves, 15 years in jail? 15, 20?
20?
Okay.
I think is right.
She's convicted of murdering her husband. Well, so when she finally gets out of jail, right? She accepts a video call.
Memphis 3. It's the Memphis 3 case.
I've never heard of that. So either way,
Sorry.
This chick, the chick accepts a video call from her son because she wants to see her son. They had a kid together, and the kid is now living with somebody. I don't remember who, but she's not allowed to have the kid anymore. Essentially, at one point during the end of the video, for a brief second, she sees her ex-husband, who is believed dead,
Yes.
come into frame, and she goes, "That bastard's not dead." And so when she tells this to the girl she's living with in the same apartment complex, for ex-convicts,
The powder is getting stuck at the bottom.
I thought you shit yourself.
Maybe after drinking this shit.
The girl tells her, "Well, you know what Double Jeopardy is?" And she goes, "No." She's like, "Double Jeopardy, you can't be tried for the same crime. So you
I was gonna help you out.
So you can go and murder your husband." No, you can't. Double Jeopardy is you can't be tried for the same crime. If you murder your husband again, even though he's not technically dead the first time, even though he's believed dead, it's now a different crime because it's a different murder. So it's not double jeopardy. Granted, I get it. It's a cool sounding title, and you have a decent premise, but
it's not
wrong.
Right.
It's wrong. That's not Double Jeopardy. Then that's a different murder now.
Yeah.
Back on track.
Murder's fun.
Murder's fun.
Murder is an enjoyable hobby.
Have you heard me go off recently about what the fuck is an anteater?
No.
What the fuck is an anteater?
Oh, he started doing this every fucking day.
Think about it. What's an anteater?
A mammal that eats ants.
Why is it called that?
Because it's an anteater, and Darwin was lazy.
Why don't we call it anything else? Why isn't that a gazelle eater?
Exactly what I told him.
It has a name. It's a Latin name.
Why isn't a cheetah called a gazelle eater? Why isn't a spider called a fly eater?
Why isn't a dog just called I don't know.
Why isn't a cat called a rat
Shit eater?
Because cats don't eat rats all the time.
Why isn't a bear called a deer eater?
Because they don't just eat deer. They're omnivores.
But anteaters don't eat just ants. They can eat other things.
Yeah, they eat termites too.
Exactly, and I think crickets.
Yeah, they eat
They eat any insect.
Exactly. So why is it called a fucking anteater? Also, who the fuck designed this thing?
What, this thing?
No, an anteater.
Oh, I don't know.
Who the fuck sat there?
Depends what creation myth you believe in.
Any and all currently. What? Some God man, right? And the Sky Man. He fucking...
Sky dude. Sky people.
He sat there and he's like, I'm gonna
Day man.
He's like, I sat there, I'm gonna give this thing a long-ass fucking nose with a long-ass tongue that kind of like shoots out like this. So that it could fucking... And for anyone that can't see, I'm like moving my arm. So that it could fucking...
a forward piston motion.
Ooh, piston.
There you go.
So this thing could get into ant holes.
You could just squeeze the supports and they should
pop
off pretty easily.
What's an aardvark?
Right
an aardvark?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I forget what an aardvark looks like. I think of an anteater when I think of aardvark.
Right? That's why I go into aardvark next. I think of the show Arthur because he was an aardvark, right?
Oh yeah, he was an aardvark.
But like that doesn't help because he looks freaky.
Yeah, I remember getting nightmares from that series for some reason.
What?
It was because of one episode in particular when I watched it as a kid.
Arthur?
Yeah. I think it was when he had
DW?
The only episode I remember is Wet Paint.
I was...
You remember that one?
I was thinking of the one where Arthur has a nightmare, and the way the nightmare and how the illustrations were, that freaked me out as a kid.
I'm going to be completely honest, I don't even know if it was an episode, because I remember it from like a kid's picture book that I had. So it might not even be an episode. The whole gimmick is DW can't read.
Are you pinching the supports?
Yeah.
The whole gimmick is DW can't read, so Arthur takes her around town reading random signs. And
oh no! You know what? No, it was DW. She had a nightmare, and
that gave you a nightmare.
It's because of how they illustrated it, and they made the fucking largemouth guy look super fucking weird.
Biff?
I think it's Biff.
I don't know how I remember that. Either way, yeah. So the only episode I remember that, which like I said, I only remember it from a picture book, so I don't know if it even had an episode. It's just DW can't read, which I know was an episode, but the whole point is that Arthur takes her around town reading random signs, and he gets cocky because he can read. And so near the end, he's like, well, read one more sign, then we can finally go home. And he sits on a bench, and she goes, wet paint. And then he gets up, and he goes, ah! And then his entire back is covered in white. That's the only one I remember. Alright, so here we go.
Do you know what gave me nightmares?
You're going to need snips for the inside of this.
Yeah. Or I could just leave it.
Yeah.
You know what gave me nightmares as a kid?
Don't say Fat Amy.
That picture is still the most uncomfortable thing. I think that picture just makes me upset because of how it was drawn, which we could go off in a minute about it, because it's such a specific...
It's so disgusting.
I think it's better if we don't.
No, because this is a very specific one. It's not just Fat Amy,
I know,
it's this Fat Amy.
I feel like if we let it go and let our 3 audience members imagine it...
Well, then I could give context so they could maybe find it for us again.
Go ahead, give it a little bit of context.
You give us way too much credit, 3.
The way this picture is drawn is it's obviously some type of not safe for work. Not safe for work. I got scared. I thought he grabbed something of yours, and I think your butthole clenched a little bit.
I rammed the fucking the
support
piece.
studs.
Yeah.
The way this picture is drawn, it's not safe for work, but it's like self-humiliation almost.
Yeah, because she looks at herself in a mirror.
She looks at herself in a mirror and she's frowning.
She has like such self-deprecation.
the way
she looks at herself the way people in their 40s look at themselves and go, I let myself go.
Yeah, and they get really depressed in their midlife crisis. She is built like a high schooler that all the fat seeped into the wrong places. And we're talking male.
No.
When women get plump, the meat goes into their breast, they didn't hear. She's built like she has male A-cup tits.
Dog, she's built like she drinks too much alcohol.
She's built like me.
Oh, no.
Oh. This is cursed.
Okay. Yeah, it is cursed.
Back on track. No, I'm cutting this one.
I can tell so much of the artist.
Yeah, but we're cutting this one. That one's the one where we're drawing the line. Don't look up the picture. It was 18 plus anyways.
It's like...
Yeah, don't do it unless you're 18 plus.
Some nipple was shown. It was gross.
It's man pepperoni nipples.
Oh, no.
So either way, there was a thing I said Nintendo hates their fans.
Yes.
They released in October new guidelines that you have to abide if you're going to hold a tournament now.
Alright, cool. Oh, wait, there's One Piece here.
The One Piece, it's the name of the treasure.
Not
in
actually.
The grand line.
I just wanted to do the same thing and maybe make your butthole clench.
Yayo, yayo.
No, if you grab this piece,
oh yeah,
that would do it.
Can I see that?
No.
That'd be another chapstick to the TV moment.
We're not. No, we're not.
That was funny.
It was hilarious, but I hate myself. But it's hilarious.
But for One Piece, I'm finally fucking catching up.
Where are you?
I think I'm just finishing up Big Mom arc.
Whole cake?
Whole cake?
Yeah, whole cake.
Oh, nice.
Which now I kind of want to make a Big Mom Pirates deck.
Well, good news. There's a few different captains for it.
Yes.
And I'm doing Katakuri, though.
You have fun with Katakuri. I was gonna do a yellow. I forget his name. I keep wanting to say Ellen. It's the electric dude from Sky Island.
Oh, and
a lot of his deck is made with Katakuri cards.
Enel.
Yes, Enel. Thank you.
You're just gonna have to build your own deck if you want it to not be that though, because there's Yamato as a yellow leader, and her deck is entirely just Big Mom Pirates.
Yeah,
like that's what One Piece basically is at this point of the card game. It's just
meta.
Yeah, which is why if you want a deck, you're just gonna have to like build your own or hope that you're playing a meta deck where you don't have to.
Well, even though I looked at some of the stuff for Enel and his cards just look bad. So I'd rather just use Enel Katakuri stuff.
So yeah, they look bad because they're designed to work with him, and like I think his stage was really good, but like
his stage is good, but the rest of the cards
the reasoning is because he's really good himself. Yeah, like, he's a strong leader, so they gave him bad support, not realizing the fact that you could just ignore the bad support and play Big Mom.
Big Mom.
Yeah, if I were to do it, I would use not Katakuri. I'd use someone else, but yeah, I was thinking about it.
I think you only have one option then.
Big Mom, I think a different Big Mom.
Is Perospero not one of them?
No. He might be. They're coming out with more, I believe.
Okay. Well, I'll wait till there's more stuff. But I think I'm getting to the point where they just escaped the Big Mom Pirates. I don't remember exactly.
I'm looking up the One Piece cards for you. I'll figure out how many.
So you're getting to Wano then?
Yeah, I'm shortly approaching a Wano because I was waiting for a bunch of English dub because I like English over the sub.
They're in English dub in Wano.
Yeah, I left it go for a while because I knew I was going to binge it.
Yeah, remember, he was only at
Wano's long.
I was waiting to binge.
Stupid long.
I think they're almost done with
it's one of Wano? It's one of those things where I got past Thriller Bark arc.
Oh, next
and I was waiting. No, it wasn't Thriller Bark. I was waiting.
Next set has Thriller Bark cards.
I'm kind of happy. I like Thriller Bark just because you get Brooke there. I like Brooke.
I believe Brooke is a Thriller Bark card.
I know. I figured. I hope we get Vinsmoke family cards.
That's the next set also. I was thinking about doing it. I have to see what they're like, though.
I just want Vinsmoke family cards.
Reiju is the leader, for whatever reason. The girl.
That makes kind of sense, but I'd rather Sanji's dad.
I thought it was going to be... What's the red one? Ichiji?
Ichiji,
Yonji,
that sounds right.
Ichiji, Yonji, Sanji, and
Unji.
Niji.
Niji? Is it Niji?
Niji. Which, yeah. But I think Ichiji
it's just
is
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, Ichiji would be 1, because, yeah, Ichi is 1, Ni is 2, so Niji, Sanji is 3 for San, and Yonji, I don't know if Yon is 4.
Yon is 4.
Okay, then Yonji.
Because they're just named 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, and then Reiju, who's technically 5.
I thought, wait, is Ray 5? Or is Ray 0? She's 0.
Yeah, but she's technically like the 5th one though, I believe. But yeah, she is technically 0. I mean, in like actual term order, Ichiji is the oldest of them.
No, Reiju is. She's the firstborn.
She's the first.
Because the boys were all quadruplets. Reiju was already born by then. Or Reiju?
Reiju, yeah.
I'm more upset I didn't get to see Judge's curly-ass eyebrows. Because they had to come from somewhere, and we know it didn't come from the mom. I want to see his fluffy-ass curly eyebrows. I'm more upset we left Whole Cake Island with just that.
So
I'm also kind of upset they didn't actually mention that Big Mom was a direct cannibal.
Yeah.
They don't even mention it in the manga. It's just alluded that she ate her friends and family. Which, it's heavily, because otherwise she wouldn't have gotten the soul fruit any other way. Which I didn't know you can get devil fruit powers from eating the person who has it too.
Well, no one's ever done that before, aside from, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the case.
Maybe you can, and maybe that's how Blackbeard's getting all of his.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's what What's-His-Face is doing.
Blackbeard ain't Whitebeard's dick!
What the fuck is that dude's name? The wrestler.
Jesus Burgess.
Yes. Jesus Burgess.
Jesus
Burgess.
Jesus.
It's Jesus.
Alright, so here we go. This is what I was going to say. Nintendo hates their fans.
Oh, yeah. Let's go back to that.
So they released a new thing in October. You have to abide...
Some graboid shit.
You have to abide by these guidelines if you're holding a tournament now. And the only thing they said was or else. So, there's no exact idea of what happens if you don't abide by them.
But it's probably not good.
Yeah, but I don't know the legal ramifications of what they can and can't do.
My guess is you are no longer able to associate us with your tournament.
Well, that's the best part. These are for any tournament. Even if you're not associated with Nintendo, you have to abide by their rules if you're playing their game, is what they said. Which, I just saw this as a few days ago. The government said, yeah, you're not allowed to do that. The United States government said, no, you can't do that.
The government needs to put some more restrictions on these big companies so they stop making,
So here we go.
Yeah.
Community tournaments may... I'm just going to read all the bullet points. Community tournaments may not generate commercial revenue except as permitted by these guidelines. Tournaments may only include 200 participants for an in-person tournament and 300 participants for an online tournament.
Oh!
Organizers that have reached the legal age of majority in their jurisdiction may collect entry fees for participants in an amount not more than equivalent of 20 USD per person.
Okay.
Entry fees collected from participants may be used for covering the cost of organizing the tournament and towards prizing. Organizers that have reached the legal age of majority in their jurisdiction may provide goods and services to participants as prizes. No prize may exceed a market value of more than 5,000 USD in total or include the prohibited items outlined in Q17.
Which are?
I don't know. We'll get to that eventually. The total value of cash prizing a single organizer can offer through community tournaments in a 12-month period can be no more than 10,000 USD. So in 1 year, you're not allowed to have tournaments with a total prize of more than $10,000. One tournament can exceed $5,000.
So you can max only have 2 tournaments,
unless you have a lower prize. Yes, if you have a 2,500, you have 4.
I'm guessing they set the restriction in that case so they didn't blow out the servers.
For in-person community tournaments, organizers that have reached the legal age of majority in their jurisdiction may collect an admission fee from spectators no more than $15 USD per person. Admission fees from collectors from spectators may be used solely for the purpose of covering costs for organizing tournaments and not towards prize. Collecting fees from spectators for online community tournament is not permitted under any circumstance.
This is stupid.
This is why everyone was like, Nintendo hates their fans. Organizers collect fees must publicly disclose all account related to the costs of hosting the event promptly, including entry fee, admission fee, and prize distribution, by posting them on a website and/or social media accessible to everyone. When hosting a community tournament, organizers may not receive goods, services, money, etc. from third parties as a sponsor.
What?
Only with the prior consent from participants can organizers monetize posting of videos, still images, etc. related to the community tournaments on personal accounts in line with the Nintendo Game Content Guidelines for online video and information sharing platforms. The total amount of revenue a single organizer earns in a 12-month period, though, these activities cannot exceed 10,000 USD.
So far, what I got is, to set it up, you have to rely on your audience, and just that, which
Pretty much.
a lot of so you need to pre-order a seat just to be able to sit in this thing to set it up.
Maybe. It depends on how big these get, but yeah.
And that all that depends on if you can secure a place to begin with.
So the next one is kind of boring. The tournament may use Nintendo game footage or images under the following conditions, and it's basically you could use our own. What's going on out there? Hang on.
Sorry, we're peeking on our neighbors. Well, Ty's peeking on his grandma, which sounds awful, but you know what? I can't be the only one with terrible things.
Oh, that's Robert. It's not even them. I don't know what he's doing though. All right. So anyway,
he's sounding his alarm
back to
ruin our recording.
Yeah, back to this. So basically, it's just saying, you could use official game footage as long as it is official and meets like the basic requirements of being official footage. That one's boring.
Yeah.
The community tournament is not affiliated with Nintendo and makes no use of Nintendo trademarks or IPs by permitted of these guidelines.
What?
Community tournaments may not falsely imply Nintendo is associated with sponsoring or otherwise affiliated with this event, and may not present as an official or endorsed tournament by Nintendo. The names of community tournaments may not contain Nintendo trademarks or IPs, such as Nintendo company name, logo, product, or service names, such as game titles, names adopted from Nintendo games, such as character names. This includes any shortened or modified use of Nintendo trademarks or IPs.
So, you can play the game in tournament, but don't advertise it's our game.
Yes.
But we want you to know it's our game.
Yes. But also, you can't use our name in the spot in anywhere.
You can't use our name, the game's name,
any of our
music,
any of our characters'
anything?
names. Other than referencing the game name to indicate which game is being played at the community tournament, community tournaments may not make use of Nintendo trademarks or IPs, including logos and character art, as part of the community tournament.
That is fucking insane.
So, wait,
there's a typo on there.
If you want to play Mario Kart,
you can't say you're playing Mario Kart.
No, you got to say Fat Italian Kart.
It gets even better. The game used...
No, you can still get strike for this, apparently, because I think it even said something like you can't use pseudonyms for it or something like that.
The games used must have official launched or services has officially begun in the region where the game is taking place. Pirated or modified version of Nintendo games cannot be used. Games with online play must use the online gameplay service and or servers officially provided by Nintendo. What? The organizer posts the following notice.
You can't advertise it's Nintendo.
Yeah, but you have to use our services.
This sounds like Sanji's dad.
It gets better.
I don't like you, you're not my son, but in this case, you're my son.
It gets better. The organizer posts the following notices on site and on tournament websites,
tying it together with one piece.
Other promotional material. So you have to say this on somewhere on your website or promotional material, otherwise they will take it down. Nintendo is not a sponsor or affiliated with this tournament. Terms for participating in and viewing community tournaments using Nintendo games accompanied with the following URL.
They have a URL
to what I'm reading now. I'm on Nintendo's official website.
Oh fuck!
Here's where it starts.
This is great.
Here's where it starts to get
that
better.
or this?
This.
Here's where it starts to get better. The organizer adheres to the following additional stipulations. Organizers are responsible for ensuring community tournaments comply with applicable laws, including but not limited to protection of personal information for participants and spectators. Organizers must ensure health and safety of participants and spectators to the best of their ability. Organizers will make full efforts to create a community tournament that is friendly and welcoming to all.
Overall, that wasn't bad.
That sounds boring. Organizers will not permit gambling or the use of alcohol or drugs at community tournaments.
That one's normal, to be
Organizers
fair.
will make sure that participants and spectators are of age according to the applicable age rating. For the use of any intellectual property rights owned by a third party...
Wait, did it say spectators too?
Yes.
You can't force You can't... Yeah, no. This is technically, like, whatever the rating is for teenagers above X age. But kids who play the game at home...
Yeah.
No, fuck off. Go.
For the use...
Go play with building blocks and managing Minecraft,
For
you
the
fucking nerd.
use of any intellectual property rights owned by a third party, organizers must obtain permission from those rights owners separately for the tournament. So if you want to hold a Smash Bros. Tournament, you have to go
No, it's
and
not Smash Bros. It's Netflix and chill.
If you want to play Netflix and chill, bros, you have to ask Sega if it's okay because Sonic is in there.
Same with Bayonetta.
And Final Fantasy's Cloud, and Sephiroth, and Pac-Man, and Jin,
Microsoft's Steve.
Steve, and Terry, and Ryu, and Mega Man.
Gosh.
That's fucking insane.
In addition, Nintendo games may not be used for community tournaments that are illegal or inappropriately conducted or could be viewed as offensive, fail to protect the health, safety, and dignity of participants and spectators, have sponsors or that advertise or promote any entity, promote any campaigns or initiatives based on personal or organized opinions, include anything that damages the value of the Nintendo brand, fail to follow these guidelines, involve anything that Nintendo deems inappropriate.
So everything?
Yeah, and it gets even better because I have to find it.
This sounds like today's parents.
There's a frequent...
No, nothing's safe. We're going to keep you in a bubble.
Basically.
I came across one... Fuck, that reminds me. Yesterday I went out shopping. I need to say this quick. Because it was the funniest shit I've ever heard, and me and my wife were laughing and rolling on the floor.
We're getting close. We're still good.
So I was out yesterday shopping. We were surprised to see, like, no one was out, so we did a little more shopping than we were originally going to. We were originally just going to get food for snacks because we were running low. We went to Walmart, too, to do some Christmas shopping. Try and get advantage of the prices because no one was out. It was practically fucking no one out because everyone was doing online shopping. We were passing by the toy aisle still looking for toys for my nephew, and I hear the funniest thing. No, I'm not buying you a Fortnite skin. So please, I just want it for a gun in Fortnite. It's like, no, I'm not buying you Fortnite skin. That sounds dangerous.
So that's great. So Harlan,
the mom had the attitude of, I don't care what you like, I don't give a shit you exist and have hobbies, so I don't try to learn anything you do, go away. And the kid...
That's basically right.
The kid was the generic, please mom, I want some what the fuck do they call the Fortnite bucks or whatever?
V-Bucks?
V-Bucks. The word V-Bucks, Fortnite, and I originally thought they were talking about the Fortnite Nerf guns, because that's the area they were going to. But no, he was just asking for some V-Bucks from his mom so he could get a skin for a gun in there. Or something. And she just did the leap of logic, no, that sounds dangerous.
So I have to find it, but to make it even better, by the way, I do have here...
I never thought I'd hear that in the wild.
I thought
that was just a meme.
No, yeah, right?
I thought it was a meme.
I have here the prohibited items as a prize list, by the way, but also...
Oh, God, yes, please
there's one more that I have to find, and I'm having trouble finding it.
When we find a group willing to do the all night, because that got canceled this year...
Yeah.
I did want to do a recording there. I thought that would be a good idea. Possibly. But that got canceled because their current people don't want to touch grass and actually attend. If they do eventually get people who care and they do it again next year, I want to do the Netflix and chill cockfight.
We're gonna stop talking now.
You know what I mean.
This has been round one fight.
No, not done. I want to hear the prize list that is prohibited.
So I can't seem to find it, but before I get to that,
also, can you send me the link of the company who made these? They're pretty decent quality.
Yeah.
I want to see if any special orcs or something.
There is, to make it even better, there's a list of games that Nintendo says this is the list of games you could hold a tournament for. To make it even better, the biggest one that people said about is that the only Smash Bros. Game on there is the newest one. You're not allowed. You cannot hold a tournament for any past Smash Bros. Game that isn't the newest one.
Just do it in the bathroom. They won't know.
Mario Kart is similar, and like some other weird ones. Like I think I saw on there that they had like Wii Sports. I'm like, no one is holding a fucking Wii Sports tournament.
Especially the new one where they got rid of Wii Bowling.
All right, so here's the prohibited list. What exactly prohibited items that cannot be used as prizes? No goods or services listed below may be offered as prizes as per community tournaments. Items that are illegal, offensive, or inappropriate.
Makes sense.
Illegal products or services, or those that infringe on the rights of a third party.
Okay.
Items that are discriminatory or misleading. Gambling. Information products such as virtual currency and data.
Okay.
Political activities or advertising of specific beliefs, systems, or ideologies. Any item or service that may prevent the normal operation of our product or service or impair their safety. Any activity that is damaged...
My guess is like if you wanted a modded
probably.
DS or something so you can stream Monster Hunter or some shit.
Any activity that is damaging to Nintendo's business or brand. Goods or services provided by persons selling or advertising the above items or services. Medicine, alcohol, cigarettes, or other age-restricted items.
Okay.
Nintendo products that have not launched in the region your community tournament is taking place.
Okay, that one sounds kind of...
Products and services targeted for ages older than the age rating of software.
What the fuck does that mean?
So if you're 23 and this is meant for a 12-year-old, you can't have it.
Can't have it.
What the fuck?
Products or services targeted for ages older than the age rating of software.
Okay.
Weapons and imitation weapons.
Okay.
I didn't see it, but to make it even better, the best part of this whole thing, there is a thing on somewhere in here that I missed. You're not allowed to sell any products at the tournament, so you cannot have artists there.
What?
You can't be selling merchandise.
So they literally want you just to have a con if you did this.
You're not allowed to sell food or drink as well as part of it.
That is insane. To have a tournament there and not sell food and drink for people so they actually stay at the tournament. Yeah, Nintendo just hates their fans. They just...
That's great.
This sounds like prison.
This sounds like prison.
These are the type of rules I imagine that exist in prison. Yeah, you can do it, but you can't do this, this, or this.
We don't want those Cheeto lovers touching our console.
Fuck them.
I was gonna say something, but I don't need it on recording.
Okay, buddy.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
It's about the people that play D&D in prison.
What?
It's nothing but as a corrective activity.
No.
You can have some prisoners. They get together and play Dungeons and Dragons as some sort of
that's my favorite
activity. Yeah, I don't know. This was a report a while ago.
The best way to get rid of your rage is to beat up dragons.
The best way to get rid of your homicidal rage is to pretend to be a murder hobo in Dungeons and Dragons.
That's how everybody else does it.
You know what? As far as activities go that don't hurt people, that take that rage and place it into a better activity, it's not the worst.
Arms was on the tournaments list. You could hold an arms tournament.
Oh, because everyone's holding arms.
We're not holding arms.
Everyone's holding an arms tournament. I think that game finally dropped in price some.
No, because Nintendo won't lower the price of anything.
Oh, I think GameStop is selling it for a little
less.
That
might be why, because no one wants the game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the... I'm trying to find the tournaments you
Are you
can
just
hold.
cleaning up the little sprues?
No, I'm just...
You're just organizing? Yeah, I see you messing around with them. I didn't know if there was a purpose to it. What models are they supposed to be? You never mentioned.
You'll never know.
until they're built, and you tell me because you want to show off your proud project.
Do you want to
post some of your paints to the chat?
No, fuck that. Do you want to see some? Do you want
when Mortarion's done?
Do you want to see?
That's fair.
Do you want to see some of
because I like your tank.
Want to see some of the stuff from the next set?
Sure, I'll check out some of the One Piece stuff.
So here's the alternate arts. These are past cards that exist. And then we got an Uta leader again. This is all film cards. They're in red now. Here's the Hody Jones is the leader for the Fishmans.
Okay. I just hate his character design.
As is Perona for Throat Bark. She's green-black.
I'd probably run Perona.
Yamato in red, yellow-green.
I've learned I like the hybrid decks the most.
So here is Reiju, which I'm kind of interested in doing Reiju in blue-purple.
Have fun.
Most of the Vinsmokes are in purple.
But then you also get some of the big bomb blues.
Yeah.
Like Caramel.
There's Judge's character card. There's the mother.
Yes, I play Sick Mother. Oh yeah, when does that
I
movie...
play Dying Mom!
I play Cancer Mom.
She shows up and then dies on your battlefield. Yaha!
She's a blocker. Da-da-da-da-da. No, I had
And Mori is another leader.
Oh, fuck. Is he just pure black?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I could run Impero.
Yeah, and then here's some other...
no,
a bunch of characters.
The previous one. The movie, where does that come in?
Hang on.
The film movie. Where's that set?
The deck or the set?
The movie. Like, comparative to the series.
Like, when does it take place?
Yes.
Which movie? This one?
The one with the gold guy.
Gold Tessero?
Yeah.
After Dressrosa,
before
Whole Cake.
Yeah, I was going to say before Whole
Okay,
Cake.
so I missed that. Because I remember in the Crunchyroll season lineup, it just said film, but I didn't know where the fuck that came in, so I get a movie with Bartolomeo. Is that what I'm hearing?
He's not in gold.
Is he not in gold?
No.
He appears in the
Red.
two after that, but not in that one.
Okay. So who's fighting gold guy?
Luffy.
And Luffy's pirate crew. They really don't use anyone that's not the Straw Hats or characters made for the movie.
Okay.
Sabo makes a small appearance.
Okay, because it happens where Bartolomeo is still with Luffy, but his other Sanji, Nami, Brook, and Chopper are on Zoa or Zone.
No, they're all part of that movie.
They're all part.
Okay.
Let's see.
Because I was trying to figure out where to watch or when to watch that
canon.
movie. Okay, none of the movies are canon, so I shouldn't give a
No,
shit.
technically, no, they're not.
Alright, I don't give a shit then.
Here's
the only thing that's canon for them is they use the Straw Hats' current power level.
Okay.
But then they usually forget about stuff. Like, we watched Red, and they completely forgot that Luffy could just do some things that would have ended the fight early.
No, it wasn't that. It was Stampede with Bullet.
No, Red...
Because we were watching it, and Stampede's after Whole Cake, and we're like, what, does Luffy just not have future sight?
That's right,
now?
it was that one.
Like, the man just chucks a whole ship at him.
He has like 2 to 3 fights against the main villain of that Bullet, and he gets his ass kicked in the first one, despite the fact that he's with like 3 other pirates that are pretty strong.
I knew there was one form of Luffy I liked the most. I couldn't remember what the fuck it was. It was Snake form, and I forgot it happened.
Snake Man, yeah.
Here's I like Snake
5.
Man the most because for some reason he just goes fucking Gohan.
So here's set 5. There's the revolutionary leaders in red.
That's an
red,
awful
black.
alternate art.
Yeah, right. Red, black, and red, yellow. There is not a single yellow revolutionary card, and there's one black revolutionary card, and it's his specific like Fire Fist action. The rest of them are in red. I'm probably gonna do these guys.
The Revolutionary Army.
Yeah, mostly I want an excuse to play Inazuma.
That's fair. Oh wait, is that young Dofi at the bottom? Did I see?
Yes. His kid
cool.
form. So
I'm just glad it's in green because it will work with my Dofi.
We're getting a because we're getting a new leader for them in Corazon.
Corazon, also known as
Dead Brother.
Yes,
it's like Rosari.
You get this lady
something. Oh yeah, the one Frankie smooches.
So he's blue green, and I kind of want to do a deck with him, but I don't want to play the.
You don't want to play Sick Child?
I kind of want to play Sick Law. I don't with grenades taped to him. I don't want to play the. I don't.
Yeah, I just hate life, and I want to kill as much people as possible.
So I might do a Marine deck because he's also a Marine.
Oh yeah,
leader.
this is where I'm getting my favorite of the Don Quixote pirates.
Pika.
Pika.
Or don't say Baby 5. Okay.
No, Pika.
Because Baby Five's a child here, it'd be weird.
No, I don't
She's
want
not a child in
Baby
her other
Five.
form?
I want Pika.
You Bellamy and Monet. At the birdcage.
Oh, sweet.
Akainu, black blue marine leader.
Okay. I don't care about Aki, you know.
Some more support for Marines. Luffy's a purple leader using their fake versions in Wano, which you haven't got to. They all take fake names.
Yeah, I remember.
So like this is
better fakes or worse fakes than
Horrible
Coliseum
fakes.
Arc.
Oh no, that's just Luffy's fake. Like this one is
Yeah, I know that.
Zoro Juro, Onami. What was Robin's name? Oh, Robbie.
Well, no,
Sangoro. Because they're trying to blend into Wano.
Usopp...
Jinbei! Because they're trying to blend into Wano, so they gotta
Oh,
use
so instead of Jinbei, it's Jinbei.
It's still the
It's
same,
still the
basically.
same thing.
Choppa Emon.
Yeah, that's the one, what's-his-face gave him.
Law is still Law. Franosuke. Beppo.
Wait. Oh, no, never mind.
Honkichi. For Brooke.
Instead of Bone Kichi?
Yeah. Uso Hachi.
I remember the point where Usopp had, everyone's descendant of this guy, Chestnut Head,
Oh, yeah.
in Don Quixote arc, other than Lucy. Nolan. So you had Luffy Land.
There's Luffy Land.
Frolin.
Uso Land. That's your thing. Yeah, there's a few more guys from my current deck.
I will say Frolin worked for whatever fit Frankie was doing to blend in. The fucking white beard with his twin pigtail braids.
And then here's Enel's.
He looked like a Frolin.
You look like a fraud.
Is that a new Enel?
This is the one for the next set that's coming out. The one you were looking at. This comes out.
Is that what it is?
It comes out like a week or two.
I thought Enel already had a...
No, he's in the
No,
next
he's
one.
in the next
He
one.
comes out in
okay.
like a week or two. You can play Ball Bitch.
I don't
And Dog.
Care. I don't care about Bull Bitch.
Snake.
Maybe. But yeah, I was thinking of doing Enel. I liked Enel enough. I thought he was a cool villain.
Yeah.
He was just in a shitty arc.
At least we
If
agree
you
on that
put him
one.
somewhere else, I would have been happier.
Overrated.
I just feel like he's underrated. No one talks about Enel.
A lot of people talk about him.
Oh, never mind. I don't hear anybody talk about Enel.
I hate him. I don't think he's interesting.
I saw something that was funny. I saw people like, can Rainbow Luffy, that's only used for special events, be used with Kung Fu Dugong and get blocker?
Yep.
Because I forget what the... Essentially, Rainbow Luffy is literally just that commander card that could be... Choose a color. Your commander color is that color for the draft.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, I still need to fucking finish my commander deck. I should have saved up some money to take advantage of Cyber Monday sales, but I don't give a shit.
Who
Well, good news.
cares about commander decks?
Well, good
I just
news.
want to finish my
You have-
one Yawgmoth.
You have plenty of time to make some money. Because Cyber Monday is 2 days from now, as we're recording this on a Saturday.
I already got my paycheck. I bought all my Christmas gifts.
I'm not saying paycheck. I'm saying, you could make some side money.
Oh, you're right. I can. I haven't found anyone willing to pump out as much money as they did the first time.
All right.
I'm kind of dry because that guy doesn't even talk to me anymore.
Okay, we're ending it at our fans going to use their imagination.
Yeah, they can use their imagination. I don't care. I'm never going to reveal what it is.
Before we
Of my own volition.
Well, good news. You have two retards right next to you that will fully tell all of your secrets to the world with
know.
or without your consent.
I know.
True.
So Katakuri's a leader.
Yeah, I saw Katakuri was a leader.
That's his just yellow one. He has a decked one, I think. That's yellow.
Yes,
black.
he has a deck one. Because that's how you could run a Nell Katakuri.
Well, that's just his yellow one from the set.
He has two versions.
He has the
Yellow,
leader
black.
and the regular.
Yeah, the yellow, black, and then the yellow. The yellow one is the one in the set.
And then Big Mom has 3?
I don't know. I'm looking.
She has one in the set, and then the deck.
That's 2.
I was also
And then I think she has another one.
trying to
Because
keep
we just opened another set that.
trying
that
to
one.
keep secrets from being spoiled. I purposely didn't look up genders when I was curious about a character, about stuff that was ahead of where I was at for dub.
Donna, it gets confusing.
Yeah.
You're going
Parasparrow I thought was a woman. Parasparrow's not a woman.
That one I don't understand how you got, but sure.
It's because of his long nails. He looks very similar to Brule in terms of just lanky.
Yeah, it's almost like they're siblings.
It's exactly because they're siblings. Not only that, they're some
It's
of the
almost like
oldest
they have-
siblings.
It's almost like they have the same mother.
They all have the same mother.
Oh, I didn't know Flamp was in the deck.
I will say, I wish we got more husbands to just pound. We got the worst husband. We got the worst husband.
I'm not arguing.
I want to know where the fuck that fish person came from. What did Big Mom do?
She fucked
the fish.
She
It's
fucked the
not
fish.
that hard. The fish man got penis.
It's true. That's Jinbei.
Jinbei.
That's true.
What's the one? What's the shitty one from the Revolutionary Army?
I don't know.
Which one?
Hody.
There's only one in the Revolutionary Army. He's not the Revolutionary.
Hawk.
Is it Hawk? Okay. Arlong.
The shitty
Hody.
Wish Jinbei.
The Hachan karate asshole with Arlong lips.
Chew.
Is it Chu?
Yeah, it's Chu.
Chu, okay.
I think the only reason I remember that is because in Rosario Plus Vampire, Chu is fucking something you throw around in the Volume 2s.
I'm throwing stuff at you now.
Do it. I don't care.
I'll throw something at you. Hang on.
You know what I'm going to also say? I'm not the only one
this
who
is
enjoyed
full.
that series. This is full. The person sitting across from me, the one who also has receding hairline issues, enjoyed that series.
Nah.
Yes, you did.
Nah.
I remember you asked to borrow books from me.
Get
Yet
destroyed.
again.
Get destroyed.
No.
Yes.
Nah.
You even comment. You don't want to admit it on live. That's the difference.
It's a horrible series.
No, Vampire Knight's a horrible series.
It's not that bad. It's not good, but it's not that bad.
No, it's
You're trying to cover up too hard.
It's the,
I'm gonna say
it's the
you're
equivalent
overcorrecting.
of watching
I'm gonna say it's
animated
C tier.
Berserk.
No, it's not.
no, animated Berserk's worse.
Yeah, it is. Not the original one though.
No, original one's good, and the new one, hopefully.
Oh, that's right. They're doing a new one.
Yeah, it's happy to see that. Other than the fucking 3D motion sickness mess I'm looking at.
You get motion sick at anything.
You know, I don't
Sure.
watch CGI animation because of motion sickness I get from it.
You're the
That's
kind of
fuck
asshole
with
that
me.
goes, "The Power Rangers made me sick. Oh, now I go watch Kamen Rider."
No, it's just because of my fucking autism.
Okay, Autismo.
Yes, I'm autismo.
All right, we should wrap this up. We're at time.
should.
Any closing sentence from either of you?
Fat Amy is a
And he's
atrocious
upsetting.
mess.
Okay, can we get a different closing sentence?
Nope.
Baldur's Gate, play it. It won Game of the Year.
I'll take it. Did they even hold those awards?
Yeah, I thought they held them yesterday. We should give whoever listens to this fucking atrocious shit some reasonable, positive, and factual information.
The 7th, December 7th.
Fuck me. I probably just watched,
Whatever it was, it wasn't right.
no. I remember Warhammer was, not Warhammer,
Warhammer's
fucking
on there.
Warframe. Warframe was watching the game ceremonies. Probably, I forget what the fuck it's called. All I'm thinking is Notification, where they throw up a game and those are up for Game of the Year.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Nominated?
Yes, nominated. I don't know why I fucking was
I'm
stuck
still
on
mad.
Notification.
I'm still mad at some of those awards for that. We're not gonna get into that. That's gonna take a while.
That's fair. I'm just. You know what game I'm most upset? This is going to be our ending one. I'm upset Gollum didn't do it. That's a Game of the Year.
Yeah, you know what? That's the ender.
That's the ender.
Oh,
This has been
fuck.
round one fight.
Hang on, no, you gotta. Can you into the microphone? Can you turn the golem for a bit?
Your nearest to catch a fish, just a 3